Okay, so this is the second video changing the subject, and this is a bit different than the other one. The other one we had one letter in it that we wanted to make the subject, and we had to move stuff to rearrange it. Now I've got a fraction and I've got the same letter twice, so I need a different technique to be able to solve that. Now the nice thing about this is, because I've got a standard technique, as long as I use that standard technique, it will work fine. So what I've got to do is I'm going to give you a method, and then we can go on and actually solve this. So my method is 1. I move the denominator. Okay? I don't want the denominator, so I move it. My second thing is I expand the left hand side. So I get rid of the bracket that I'm going to form by moving the denominator. Third one is I'm going to collect x's on the left and everything else on the right. Okay, so I'm going to keep my x's on my left hand side. I'm going to move that 2x over. I'm going to move the y bit over to the other side. So I've got x's on the left and everything else on the right. And the last, I'm going to then factorize the left hand side. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by my bracket. Now that seems like a lot, but actually it's not a great deal. So let's actually get going on this actual work. So my first thing is I'm going to move this bottom denominator over, so I get y bracket x plus 3, because I'm multiplying the y by the whole thing on the bottom. If I expand, that's my first one done. My second one, I'm going to expand my left hand side, so I get xy plus 3y equals 2x minus 3. I'm now going to move the plus 3y over, because I'm collecting x's on the left and everything else on the right, and I'm going to move that 2x back. So I get xy minus 2x equals minus 3y minus 3. I'm going to factorize the left hand side, so I'm going to get x bracket y minus 2. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by new bracket, so I get minus 1 lot of y plus 3 divided by y minus 2. And I'm done. So I've changed the subject. I now have x equals, and I use a set of tricks that are standard methods to be able to do that. All done.